Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Anybody want to do education?
Thank you, Judge. You're welcome. I'm here, Pastor. Heavenly Father, we just come before you, Lord, and I just pray, Lord, for wisdom and guidance that's here from the council, Lord, and the meeting that's here today, and that the city, Lord, will be blessed with your mercy as we move forward for the business from councilmen and women that are here, Lord. I just pray that you be with us, guide us, Lord, and forgive us where we fail. I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. To adopt the agenda between approved minutes and Pleasant County ordinance. We would Jack and Angel a word they'd like to talk to us about. You guys all right with that amendment?
I'll make a motion to adopt the agenda with the changes to see to add Jack and Angel. I'll second it.
Leslie Wilhelm.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell. Barbara Thomas.
Yes.
Stacy Evans.
Yes.
Sarah Brown.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Next up would be ratify the 2022 bills of September. You guys should have that in the email. Do you have any questions on these things? Any questions on this? Usually. Any motion to approve?
Make motion to ratify the bills of September.
I'll second it.
Leslie Wilhelm.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell. Barbara Thomas. Yes. Stacy Evans.
Yes.
Sarah Brown.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 5-0.
Next up would be minutes for September 12th. I should have got those in there too. You guys see any changes? No changes, I'll need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve minutes from September 12th.
I'll second it.
Leslie Wilhelm.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell. Barbara Thomas. I abstain. Was not present. Stacy Evans.
Yes.
Sarah Brown.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Passed 4-0.
Next up would be the reports.
Yes, sir. Back when the property lines were drawn for Dixon, back in the day, down on
You have a picture? You have a picture of Jack.
Yes, sir. Down on Elm Street, right there, 402 don't match 404A. And I wish to make the property lines even on the back half of that, as you can see on the picture right there, how it's drawn.
What would that be?
I measured it out, taking measure right here. I just did an approximate, but I
he's wanting this property behind it? Is that city property?
Does your original deed have it marked out, laid out like that?
Yes, yeah, that's from the Pulaski County Courthouse, that's how it's marked.
It's not marked that you think it would be for, that's way more than it needs to be.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
What's the legality if you have that?
Has he looked at the plat, or is this a copy of the plat?
The assessor's image isn't official.
No, but he's wanting to, purchase that property from us.
My property lines, they,
Maybe they want to make an offer to purchase it, I mean, that's.
And the property next to his, that's the same way. Are they wanting to purchase from the city? Okay, just he.
You just have those two lots, right?
Just 402 and 404.
The city's free to sell real estate if they want to.
Yes.
Which streets are anything with you, Shepherd Park?
And like this, that's the water.
It's all. Yeah, it's, because that shows 2.1,
What's your address again?
404A. That's where we live at. We live at 404A, we own 402.
They can see. These look pretty similar, yes, that is one. This one is
The house I tore down there in the back was like built in the 1950s. You know when I tore, Mary, you know when I tore the two houses down. The one in the back was built like a long time ago. Yes.
Can we keep this vehicle?
Absolutely.
There's no city utilities or anything running under that.
That we have is on the power line.
Pretty much. It's on the east side of the creek. We're crossing it. On the east side. But we have easement through there, no matter what. Yeah. Where's your meters out there in front?
What's that?
Water meters are right in front.
The water meters.
They're in front.
What's back there somewhere? I wouldn't imagine it follow the creek.
So, yeah, if you guys could just get us a formal offer, maybe you don't have to be just something typed up. What we'll have to do is we'll have to research that lot issue, the restrictions on it, and we'll get you a potential well for you guys.
Okay.
Smart, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
just around.
Sean with the Pulaski County. Is that you?
That's me.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Good.
Good. So, formally introduce myself. My name is Shauna McCullough. I'm the county emergency management director. I took the role beginning of the year. I had a lot on my plate, so I apologize for not getting here sooner so you can see my face and know who I am. I know that there's been some transitioning happening with your chief of police, who was also the city PM. So I want to put out there that if you guys need anything, I am here to assist with anything. Kind of what my role is to help your emergency services. I support them doing the things that they need to do. So recently I was at the library teaching some after-school kids. I can get into the schools and teach preparedness, I can teach church groups, things like that. But if you have something major happening in the city, whether it's weather-related or your water going out like you had recently, I'm here to help with that. I have a direct line to the state and I can get resources. So had that water situation lasted longer than what it was, and I was trying to get information on that. I don't know, how well I did in that, just because points of contact and things like that. I learned a lot, and so I hope to gain some lines of communication through that. But I have assets for potable and non-potable water, things like that. So if that had been something that's going to last longer, let's reach out to me. I can help. I can get resources from the state to assist in that, so your citizens aren't going to be stuck. So those are things, weather-related things. I was down there, we had the wagon mill was on fire. I brought the agency's water, things like that. I have some water in storage. I don't have, again, access to other resources. So those are all things that I can do. And if you have any questions at all, if you think you want something, just call me and I can tell you, yes, I can, or no, I can't, or let me make a call to the state and find out what I can and can't do for you all. You're not alone, you're not stuck to just your own devices. I'm here now to try to help and assist with that. So, sorry, I talk with my hands. So that's just kind of me and what I sort of do. There's a lot that goes into it. I'm working the county emergency operations plan at this point in time. I'll be working with each city's fire and police and things like that to help make the county plan meet what we need. And when that kind of gets worked together, I can bring it to you all for you to review. At this point in time, Dixon has adopted the county emergency operation plan, so which most cities do, just because they're all rural, small town. Why reinvent the wheel when what we have works? But in reviewing it, we definitely need to kind of make some changes. So I'm working on that. But when that kind of all comes together, I'll make sure that you all have it so you can see it and have your eyes on it and know kind of what the plans are. And I'll be working with, like I said, fire and police to make that fit our county and your city the best that we can for what you need. So in saying all of that, I have an idea, and I'm approaching all the cities about it. What I would like to get for the county is a mass communication system. Currently, there are 2 cities that have mass notification systems, and I think that if we all pull together and cost share along with the county, we can get our county and our cities covered. And when I say mass notification system, I'm talking like mass weather alerts, anything individualized that your city may need. I have some packets for you.
Or something like a text notification, email notification?
Yes, yeah. So one city has Code Red already, another city has Nixle. I've already talked to one company that I'm really happy about, and that I'm willing to do. I've talked to 2, but the one I'm really just kind of excited about. Their capabilities are phenomenal. And what it would be a text alert, email alert, phone calls. It's all customizable for the subscriber. What I really
Which would be the county, right? The county would be the subscriber.
So, what I'm getting ready to do, yeah. So, let me hand you these. These are really big packets. I don't expect you to look at this now. I don't expect any sort of decision right now, but I would like it just kind of on your brains. Research it, think about it. And this company is called HyperReach. And so, the way this works is the county would be myself. I would hold the main administrator rights. But each city has the capability of having your own administrator. So I have access, countywide. So let's say we've got, something big happening. I can put out a mass text to the entire county. But let's say just the city has something going on, a boil order. You guys we can set you up with an administrator, and your administrator can now send out messages to your city residents. Hey, there's a boil order that's in effect. It's just something additional to social media, because I know that seems to be how you guys get most of your information out to your residents. This could be a phone call, it could be an email. The resident can go in when they sign up, fix it to however they want to receive the messages. So these are just some key points on the front that I found very beneficial to everybody. So we can use the phone app, we can use the computer. Unlimited users. We can, again, we can share it. Even within the city, say you want to have your public works person, whoever is head of that, have access to being able to send out notifications. Your public works person can say, hey, we've got this road closure going on, or however you need it to fit. If you don't, that's fine too, but it's very, we can break it down to a very small level and have multiple users to provide information. It's integrated with the National Weather Service, so the National Weather Service sends out, hey, we have a tornado warning. It will send it out automatically. It also integrates with your social media. You can set that up, so it sends an automatic post on your social media when that's happening, so you don't have to have somebody keeping an eye on that. It also works for iPods. iPods would be something where we have a visitor that came into town, a family member from another state. Just because they're in the zone, they'll receive the media alerts. Once they leave, they won't get it anymore. They don't have to subscribe to it. I like this one, the subscriber confirmation. So let's say we have a tornado go through and we send out a message asking, and these are very generalized. Are you safe? Do you need assistance? People can reply or they're safe to their needing assistance. And now the first responders know where they need to go to help with
So
whatever
is
it
it
is.
kind of like a GPS tracking device?
Say
when
what?
you respond?
I'm sorry?
Is it a ping off of their phone or a
It
GPS
would be
tracking?
based off of their data that they input whenever they sign up.
I see.
If we don't have any internet's down, you can get on the landline and record a message, and that can be sent out phone call with your recorded message. You can attach photos, so we have a road closure or a missing person, you can attach that photo to that text alert so that they can see that. Mapping capabilities, let's say we have a train derailment that has map material on it, and we've got a wind that's blowing. So we're working with the NWS, the National Weather Service. We can draw a polygon, whatever shape we need, and send a message out directly to those people saying, you need to shelter in place, or you need to evacuate ASAP. We can do that with radiuses also. We all know that landlines are becoming a thing of the past, so this information is the only software that will link with Alexa. So now Alexa can, if you choose to have Alexa, give you your alerts in your home. So let's say your kids are home from school by themselves, Alexa will alert them, hey, there's a tornado warning, and your kids know, hopefully, where they need to go because you're working, they're home alone for this sightseeing. Used for large events, holidays, you can send out maps, so, road closures, maybe there's a weather event happening, we need to let everybody know they need to get indoors, things like that. And the cost includes all maintenance updates and there's 24-hour tech support. If you were to go in on this, they provide training for it, so that whoever you choose to do, as an administrator, they're with you 100% of the way until you implement it. You can set up templates, so you have automatic things that are already set for you, so you don't have to go in and create something every time something's happening. Those are kind of the key points, I guess. Again, there's a lot of information here. I really encourage you to read through it and get to know
based on population of each city
No, it's based on the population of the county.
of the county?
Yes.
But how would we break it up?
How we,
Like how?
so it would be cost share, so I'm hoping, my goal is to get every city in on it. So we have with all the cities in the county, plus the county's cost share of it. We're looking at about $2,083 for a year. Per municipality, yes. So overall, it's about $12,500 annually. So if we split it up, I got everybody in on it, plus the county's cost share on it, because they're not gonna skip, they're not gonna get out of it. Because there's obviously lots of citizens who live in the county. So, yeah, we're looking at just over $2,000.
That's the even split amongst the 5 cities and the county?
Yes. And I had the other company that I looked at, they quoted me just over, it was like $14,000 for the year. They were comparable, but there were some features with Hyperreach that I liked more than Everbridge. So, and then just there's an informative sheet in here. I think it's the last or second to the last page. If the city has any ARPA fund left over, ARPA can be used to pay that cost. So that's something to think about. I don't know what you all have for that, but that is something that can be used. There's a whole flyer in there, information on that. Did I run through that too fast? Know what it is?
When are you trying to get an answer by?
If maybe by the next city council meeting, if you guys could have something for me, I would like to really get this ball rolling with the winter weather coming in. And then it is, of course, Missouri, so we're never going to rule out tornadoes in December or flooding in January. This is a life safety matter, and to my knowledge, the county's never had any sort of mass notification system. So I kind of have a big heart for this. I think this is very important because the sooner we can get people notified, the better. And it's customizable. If people choose to sign up, but they don't want to receive the thunderstorm, but they want to receive the tornado, they can go in and change it to how they want it. If they just want to receive a text and not an email or phone call, they can go in and change that. Hyperreach also will help us campaign. They promise, and I believe it says in the packet, a 20% increase in subscribers, or they pay the difference. So they help us reach our people to get them to sign up and to get them to do this.
So what's the options of signing up, I guess, for like some older generations that aren't tech savvy, that can't do it on their phone?
Yeah, so
That is my concern.
they have, there's some information here on that. They have multiple ways, paper forms that they can fill out, they can go on the computer, they can go on their, they can download the app and do it that way. They can tell Alexa to activate Hyperreach and do it that way. So there's multiple ways that they're taking into consideration all the different demographics that we have.
Relatively just have a landline, so that.
Exactly. And they sign up, well, I have a cell phone, so I would like to receive a phone call. And it's just an automated message saying, this is what that is. And then again, each city can do individualized things for what they need. So, and then of course, I myself can send out things for the county as a whole. So that's kind of, it's really a town's OEM budget when I go to do this. So if I get to request $2,000, I'm stoked. I have to be up to $12,500. I'll do that too, but the cities then have their customizable options. So,
Thank you very much for the
yeah,
information.
absolutely. And again, there's anything major that happens.
Maybe you're disappointed.
Absolutely. I don't think I brought my cards in with me, but I'll get you some cards. And even if it's something you're like, oh, maybe she can help, just call me. And worst I can say is, sorry, But I care. I'm originally from Dixon, graduated high school here, so I have a soft spot for this town. So I want to help everybody. And, the county OEM building, St. Robert and Lanesville are right there, but Dixon, Concord, Richland kind of gets second, third thought, and I don't want that anymore. I want to be able to serve the county as a whole. So, and just, you probably don't know this, but for cow days, I put in a request with the National Weather Service. They call it a decision support packet. Basically, they monitor the area directly for any type of severe weather. I gave them the GPS coordinates of the town, and they called me every morning with a brief and let me know what the weather was for that day and what any expectations were. So if there was going to be any sort of severe weather that maybe as a whole we can see on the regular news, they would have been able to let me know, and I would have been over here immediately reaching out so that saying, hey, this severe weather is
The
a
potential.
potential for it. They can watch for lightning, thunderstorms, tornadoes, excess winds, all kinds of different things. And so, again, your previous EM, whatever that situation is, he was aware of it, but I'm assuming that there wasn't communication between anybody with that. So that did happen, and anytime you have events, holler at me, I'm happy to do that. It's not a county thing. So the hogs and frogs that they had in Lanesville, when I had a brief with them in the morning, they said, hey, we've got a thunderstorm, but we're looking, it's probably going to stay south, but we'll let you know, we'll keep you updated. And sure enough, that evening, you could watch the thunderheads roll. But all the event coordinators were confident that they didn't need to tell people to leave the park because the weather service was directly watching those GPS coordinates. So those types of things, those are things that people don't think about that I can assist with. So it's all about life safety and protecting our population. Anyway, I've taken up probably way more than 15 minutes. I will get you cards, and please let me know if there's anything I can do. And I will try to be back on the next city council meeting. If not, I'll make a phone call and find out kind of what you all decided. Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Next up would be the Dixon Community Alliance.
Hello, good evening, I'm Leon, I'm the secretary of the DCA, and I'm here to request for the roads to be closed off. I'm thinking about here on Elm and Second Street, over here by oil station, and probably up there by the old wagon wheel, and down there by the post office.
What day?
From 7 to probably 7 in the morning until 8 o'clock on the 29th, October 29th,
That's,
Saturday,
I think it was for trunk or treat.
from 5 to 7. Ours is from 8 to 4, so I figure from 7 o'clock in the morning till about 8 o'clock at night till we get everybody.
What's your
cleared out.
plans for it, Leon?
I'm sorry?
What's your,
Well, I was talking to Lacey earlier at the library, and now my plans are for the Fall Fest to just set up here on Elm Street and then tell my vendors that when they go to leave, if they're not staying for trunk or treat, because I have offered them, because I handed out a bunch of the flyers for cow days, and I have offered them to stay and hand out candy at trunk or treat, and if they're not going to stay, to leave out this way toward the work station, because those roads are, the kids are going to be trunk or treating, and that's going to be full of.
but if you're trying to get there, there's still close to the issue, I think.
I'm sorry?
If you're trying to close up here too, where trunk or treat's going to be going on, so.
We're gonna work together on that, Mike, make
Yeah.
sure close that, all lanes down, basically we don't do cow days, except because it's all the pedestrians.
warning that street will be open.
Right.
Okay.
But this street up here will be closed, right, from the square. That way
There,
she can have
there.
vendors here, yeah.
Yeah, and our vendors will be here.
And I was gonna focus on my regular vendors this side, maybe my food vendors that side, he's saying the food vendors up by Wagon Wheel, just not to take up the trunk or treat area up there. Or that way, if my vendors wanna leave and not stay for trunk or treat, they can move out this way and not do it this way.
I think, I don't know if it was an issue, my only issue would be, you have to have the event insurance, so same thing with you guys don't really have for event, so you have to have some type of event insurance. My other concern would be the issue we ran into last advertising, I think you guys were responsible for cleaning up the streets, right?
Yes.
So our streets had lots and lots of debris on it after that, so we have to have some type of communication and work something out for that. Our guys, I mean, there's still trash floating out here from that time period, so we're going to address this in a different situation, but since this is coming up, we'll address it now. I would definitely not want our streets left over last time. From the grease being dumped into our sewer drains to the trash just floating out there on the sidewalks and everything. We'll have to come up with some type of bond or something for the city streets, some performance bond or something to cover that. We would have to clean up.
Because I know we were out, there was a lease filed this thing until 1 o'clock in the morning, that Saturday night, and then they came back Sunday morning and took the help.
There's still trash out here in the back from that, and I called Israel that morning today.
So yes,
But I know both dumpsters were just completely full.
well, actually, we filled almost every dumpster. That's part of our after action plan.
Yeah, and I understand that,
Well,
but
and
same
not
way,
just-
I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
You know, our guys work for 30 a week straight, every morning cleaning the streets up, then we come in after that to make it look nice and we're looking at trash everywhere. So,
And I'm going to have to contact us and we will come back and help, because that's what we're, I mean.
yeah, so we'll have to have, you have to have event insurance. You have to have some type of plan, performance bond or something for the streets.
Okay.
And the only other thing I would say, like, what is this whole deal? Just, where's the hay-rides and everything else going on at? Right over here?
We did the air right through the alley and all that.
Yeah, same thing as we did.
Yeah, same as last year, yeah.
So, your Elm Street will be closed Saturday, and the Second Street will be closed Saturday night. One night, just.
Yeah, and if it goes through, I want that area coming off. Yeah, I want the kids to be able to, people that do the trick or treat to be able to get in and out of here easily. So I wouldn't be opposed to down there by the saloon being closed, but by tri-county that far, I like that to be coming in. That would be my idea, so. You guys have any objection to it?
I mean, I was just gonna say, like with the trash, don't just focus on the 2 main streets, because people are all over town. I don't expect you to go over to my house, but like over where the post office is, and back here behind City Hall, this little cross.
Where the people actually walk.
And I'm being brutally honest, it was terrible, like, terrible, like, I was upset about it, and literally, like, if you went out and looked at our sewer drain, somebody drew, like, literally the debris from those, and there's a couple right now, you can see it.
You can list the issues that we have with the
Yeah.
hydro.
I'm sorry we have to talk about this.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
It's,
Yes, that's what after action plan over.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Is that a storm sewer?
yes,
That's highly.
That's, that guy, yes.
Yeah, because I wasn't, because I thought, I mean, we worked, we were really busy for 2 days. We had 5 people that were doing trash, and they had me all over the place. So if that happens again, just have someone contact us and we'll be more
yeah,
likely.
being right there, we will allow it to happen again, so that's,
Okay.
I think your performance bond's a good idea. It's just hanger. Essentially, things are getting done before we keep this, because we gotta clean it up ourselves. Makes perfect sense.
just get us that stuff and we'll, that's it for you guys, okay? Sorry about that.
What date is that?
It's so necessary.
eCode upgrade ordinance. Yes. All reasons, yeah. 3 times. 3 times. This is short. Yeah, this is
Make a motion for the first reading of Bill 2022-0016, ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for general code. I'll second.
Leslie Lovell,
Yes.
Anthony Campbell, Barbara Thomas.
Yes.
Stacy Oka.
Stacy.
the first reading for the eCode 360 upgrade.
Yes.
Trevor Warren. Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Tyler Cole.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with general code for eCode 360 upgrades, whereas the city of Dixon has recently recodified its code and utilized the services of general code to do so, whereas the city code is available online, whereas there are additional features available to the city, and the city believes these features would be beneficial be ordained by the mayor and the board of aldermen of the city of Dixon. Section 1, the eCode 360 upgrade proposal attached to is approved. Mayor or person acting as mayor is authorized to direct the sign said agreement on behalf of the city of Dixon. The city's budget for fiscal year 2022-2023 is hereby amended to include line item for general code in amount of $1,195. This order shall be in full force and effect until it is passed.
Make a motion for the second reading of Bill 2022-0016.
I'll second.
Leslie Lovell.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell, Barbara Thomas.
Yes.
Stacy Oka.
Yes.
Trevor Warren. Mary Wiles.
Yes.
Tyler Cole.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with general code for eCode 360 upgrades, whereas the city of Dixon has recently recodified its code and utilized the services of general code to do so, whereas the city's code is available online, whereas there are additional features available for the city, and the city believes those features would be beneficial be ordained by the mayor and the board of aldermen of the city of Dixon. Section 1, Code 360 upgrade proposal attached here to is approved. Section 2, the mayor or person acting as mayor is authorized and directed to sign the agreement on behalf of the city of Dixon. Section 3, the city's budget for fiscal year 2022-2023 is hereby amended to include a line item for general code in the amount of $1,195. Section 4, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from the date of its passage. Third reading.
Motion for third reading of Bill 2022-0016.
I'll second.
Leslie Lovell.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell, Barbara Thomas.
Yes.
Stacy Oka.
Yes.
Trevor Warren.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
That's 5-0.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into agreement with general code for eCode 360 upgrades, whereas the city of Dixon has recently recodified its code and utilized the services of general code to do so, whereas the city's code is available online, and whereas there are additional features available to the city, and the city believes those features would be beneficial be ordained by the mayor and the board of aldermen of the city of Dixon. Section 1, eCode 360 upgrade proposal attached here to is approved. Section 2, the mayor or person acting as mayor is authorized and directed to sign said agreement on behalf of the city of Dixon. Section 3, the city's budget for fiscal year 2022-2023 is hereby amended to include a line item for general code in an amount of $1,195. Section 4, this ordinance shall be in full force and effect from the date of its passage. I need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve Bill 2022-0016.
I'll second.
Leslie Lovell.
Yes.
Anthony Campbell, Barbara Thomas.
Yes.
Stacy Oka.
Yes.
Trevor Warren.
Yes.
Mary Wiles.
Yes.
That's 5-0.
Thank you, guys.
Next up would be insurance updates. What do we? Basically, we'll just have to come up with a ordinance for the signature on the insurance, so what we're doing.
There are some things in here that we don't want to.
Well, I mean, some of it's just, I mean, So the contract they sent over basically gives them a blank check with you guys signing off on 100% contribution towards employees' health insurance. So I don't know if you guys budgeted for that or aware of that when this contract was sent over, but that's kind of, I mean, you know,
So
it could vary anywhere from 2 employees signing up as the minimums to all 25 employees the city doesn't have an application. They fill out, cost you guys anywhere from $2,000 to $25,000 a month.
How many do we have for us?
We did have 12, I guess it's 10 now.
Get us, maybe you can just get us the numbers. When you want to
What was that?
Can we get the number, Kelly can get us the numbers and then we'll into the contract and cover all that.
I mean, I don't know if they're willing to put those in their contract. I haven't had a
Yeah, that's
contract.
something that really work on, but I can't, I mean, no matter what, we're all in business, we can just have a blank check. Yeah, I mean, let me be clear, I call for it, but it has insurance, because we know the details too, so.
2,000 this month, 5,000 next month, 2,000.
Get us some details on it, Kelly, instead of,
What the, and they should be able to include the rate in the contract that we would agree to pay for the year.
can they provide that to us?
I think so.
Okay, just, yeah, if you break that.
It's
here.
probably in another subject paperwork, I think.
Okay,
I don't know. Yeah, we would agree to pay X amount.
just try to get it maybe tomorrow, so we can keep the train going, okay? Street lights, basically you've seen any street lights within your ward that we want street lights on. If there's a pole, electric pole in your ward or somewhere place you would like a street light, you don't have to come agreement with that. It's about increase the budget on it, it's $8
Per lot.
per light. Same thing for you guys, maybe if you see some dark streets or some streets that need lighting, you guys can tell us if there's electric pole there and just give us like the cross section or the closest address, and we can get that. You guys probably see it way better than we're all.
We probably get a whole other thing.
And then just for citizens too, if you guys see some area that needs lights, just let us know. I don't think any of us are.
That's it, there's no set.
Just $8 a month, all it is, right?
That's what they told me today. You fill out the paperwork for the address, it's only there. $8 a month.
What if they had to add?
So that's more. Yeah, they put up a solar.
Yeah, but people were asking about scenarios that are dark. Those guys,
So if there's an area like that that needs a pole, just let us
let's
know.
find out how it is. You see what's the number.
You guys are gonna see that way more than we ever did, so that'll take your time.
Try to make sure.
I got a couple spots in mine. I got a couple spots in mine.
Thank you.
The two addresses that came to my attention were on Barnett and Sloan Street. Those two people all in one lot.
Sloan's off the line.
Doing it, ladies.
We just fill out the paperwork, gas on station.
We go right. What is that? LEDs. How much is it? Did we ever get an idea of what on how much it costs to install a charger? I don't know, but I told them, the gas station.
What's it, do you know what it was per light to go LED?
I didn't ask them.
We'll get you guys.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially in the commercial areas.
You see people at the property around, so.
Yeah.
Library update.
Just to trail off of what Shauna was talking about, by the way, that if we do have several elderly people in the community and people that aren't gonna have access to electronic things, they can come to the library. Like, we could mail out letters possibly or something to the community, and they can bring it to the library and I can help them do that. I help people that don't use computers all the time with that kind of things.
No, my first thought on that is you, so if I forget to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
If you proceed with that, then I'll use utility bill, that's what
That's a good idea too. Israel just had a good idea too. We could set up an actual day where they can all come in and do it, like we could, or you could have a family member, because a lot of people in the community also don't get out of their homes, so either way, I just wanted to, that is not on my idea. I just wanted to-
HyperReach, well, you're talking about the utility bill, HyperReach can, make us like a QR code that we could probably put on that, so the bill help us campaign it.
Perfect, thank you.
Hard one, I think, though, doesn't include her. She did do that preparedness class at the library. We had 17 people show up for that, and it was really informative and fun. I think everyone really enjoyed it and had a lot of good feedback from that. Last month, we had a lot of traffic in. I was a point of reference for cow days, and so I had lots of people in buying t-shirts, getting cow tickets and stuff. So we had a lot of traffic and a lot of new signups, which was great out of that. A lot of new people in the library, which was good. I'm planning an event for either later this month or November, depending on when my materials come in, for financial literacy for kids, so they can learn more about that. It's through the U.S. government sent me a postcard, and I just ordered the materials for free online for that. So when they come in, I'm going to plan that event. I'm going to be uptown for trunk or treat. That's my next event. And then I've also planned a Santa visit for December 3rd, which is the same day as the DCA lighted Christmas tree. So that'll be kind of all fun. I've gone through every book in the library finally, and I've weeded a lot of books that are super outdated or had them since 1993 and haven't been checked out since 1999 kind of thing. Mary visited the library earlier to show me some books, and I showed her it's astronomical the amount of them. Nothing a book sale can even touch. So my thought on it, and I don't know if you guys are familiar, I'm on Pinterest a lot, scrolling at night when I'm doing nothing. And there's a lot of like book crafts that you can do out of like book pages and stuff that are really neat. And I thought maybe we could do some craft days and stuff like that and offer it for donations for the library, just to get rid of some old books, and also make a little income for the library as well. So
Instead of just recycling books, maybe upcycle.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
I didn't know how you guys felt about that.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
I thought it would be fun and a way also, like I said, to fundraise for it too. If you guys are cool with that.
Paper mache.
Yeah, we can paper mache too. That's a fun way to use it too. Okay. So awesome. Thank you. That's all I got. Lots of increased traffic over the last couple of months, which is nice. It's consistent increases each month. So
If you could, kind of off the record here, send me a list, an email of what you're still lacking.
okay, yeah. Are you talking about the Amazon stuff? Okay, I can do that.
And do you have leftover t-shirts from Calais?
I do have leftover t-shirts from Cadi's. I need to get with and get them out of our chamber storage. I've actually had like 5 or 6 people ask me about that, so I'm gonna take some to the library and have some there because a lot of people reached out. So yeah.
Bring them up for hours.
I did have a change of hours too because of traffic, the traffic patterns that I've seen. I was going to close at 5, lots of negative feedback on that, so I'm going to remain open until 5:30 and open up at 10:30, and then we'll be closed on Saturdays as to not use those hours except on special Saturdays where I play events. Because on days where we have special events, we have anywhere between 15 and 35 people depending on the type of event. But if we don't, we have between 2 and 5 people. So we can use those hours other places, especially Mondays. I've been open on Mondays since I reopened the library, and it's a very, very busy day. Lots of people need help getting things to places, emailed and faxed to places on Mondays, so.
Thank you.
Harris County. We had 77 informational reports. Some of you know the 2016 score went down on me last week. It's at the shop. It should be done by the end of this week. The turbo went out, so they had to replace it. The white tile, the AC doesn't work again. And it's got a leak in the rear part of it somewhere. It's been at the shop 3 or 4 times or whatever.
Maybe on this, maybe we haven't had enough yet to fix all this, maybe it's what you take to the dealership. It's been 4 times.
Yeah, it's been, I think Steve had it a couple times, and then the next entire house had it.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's had it, obviously it's not trouble. Maybe we can just take this dealer.
Okay. Let's see, of course, everybody knows the staffing is low. Employees pulled together, we're covering as much as we can. Actively covering as much as we can. Of course, you know, we're still working. Building's coming along great. It's moving along a lot quicker now than it has. We ordered a roll-off so we can clean the building out. So get rid of a lot of the clutter, a lot of the trash. Other than that, it's work in progress.
And if you get good, you guys will work together to see the progress, so it's really starting to go on, so thank you. Mr. Ray, Mr. County Sheriff.
Only thing I've got, if anybody asked, the 6th Street project that we've been trying to get done all summer, now we can get parts. So it's on hold. There's one fitting for every meter that we gotta have. Everything else we got, I get.
I may have had it from another source.
Did you?
Yeah, I just went over one for myself today, so.
Okay, good deal. And we did buy a motor grader today,
Awesome.
so we can take care of these alleys and the
That
gravel.
was true.
And it should last many, many years. It don't have any hours for it.
It's a very nice.
Micro Western.
Yeah, very nice, well-maintained grader that we have with, so it will last us, it will allow us to be, so.
That's all I have.
Thank you, sir.
That's enough.
That's enough.
Need a motion to go closed?
Make a motion to go into closed session.
I second it.
Leslie Lobo?
Yes.
Anthony Campbell, Barbara Thomas?
Yes.
Stacy Oakland? Trevor Morrow?
Yes.
Larry Miles? Pastor?